Why do bears fight each other? Grizzly bears, also known as brown bears, are known to fight each other for a variety of reasons, including territory, food, and mates. Grizzly bears are territorial animals and will fight to defend their territory from other bears. They may also fight over food, especially during times of scarce resources. Grizzly bears are omnivorous and will eat a variety of plants and animals, but their diet primarily consists of berries, nuts, roots, and insects. In addition to these natural food sources, grizzly bears may also scavenge for carrion or feed on human garbage if it is available. When food is scarce, grizzly bears may be more likely to fight over access to these resources. In addition to fighting over territory and food, male grizzly bears may also which individual is more dominant. When bears stand upright, they are able to get a better look at each other and gauge their size and strength. This behavior is most commonly seen in male bears, but females may also engage in it. Bluff charging is a common behavior among bears, and is often seen as a way for bears to avoid actual physical confrontations. By standing upright and displaying aggressive behavior, bears may be able to intimidate their opponents and deter them from further aggression. In some cases, however, bluff charging can escalate into actual physical confrontations, especially if one of the bears feels threatened or provoked. Do bears fight to the death? Bears generally do not fight to the death, as this would be counterproductive for the survival of the species. However, bear fights can be serious and may result in serious injury or death for one or both of the animals involved. Bear fights may occur when bears feel threatened or provoked, such as when they are defending their territory or access to food or mates. In some cases, bears may also fight over dominance or hierarchy within a group. It is important to remember that bears are wild animals and should be treated with caution and respect. If you encounter a bear in the wild, it is important to stay calm and try to move away from the bear slowly and calmly, avoiding eye contact and making sure the bear has an escape route. By following these guidelines and being aware of the factors that can lead to bear attacks, you can reduce the risk of an encounter with a bear turning into a dangerous situation. Do fish get feelings? Yes, fish experience both physical and emotional pain. Scientists say that it's likely a different type than what humans experience, but it's pain nonetheless. Fish have nerve cell endings called nociceptors, which alert their bodies to potential harm such as high temperatures, intense pressure, and harmful chemicals. Some fish will always compete for food. An aggressive fish will fight off other fish that are perceived to be a threat during feeding sessions. To minimize fighting over food, make sure you spread food evenly throughout the aquarium. The most common signs of fighting are gill flaring, ramming, or fin nipping. If you do not see your fish actively fighting, you may see other signs, including missing scales, torn fins, or increased hiding. Aggressive behavior can derive in fish species due to territory, sex-specific selection, and genetic variation. There is no specific fish species who display invasive behavior. Almost all the fish are aggressive sometimes in their lives depending on their surroundings. Even fish that are typically docile fish may chase others because of constant stress. This could be due to incompatible tank mates, poor water conditions, or an overcrowded tank. When fish chase each other, it may look like they are playing, but this behavior is a warning sign. Male giraffes. They do fight quite aggressively when it comes to fighting for a mate, and that's probably what most people would have seen on TV. They fight each other, and they get injured, and they fight each other to the floor. And then there's sparring, which is what my study was on, which is basically like play fighting, or play wrestling. In sparring, the males do sort of the same movements, so they are still standing against each other, swinging their necks and hitting each other with their horns. But it's much more gentle, and it's just aiming to practice with each other. We noticed that most of the males chose other males that were similar in size with them to spar. We suggested that it's probably due to building better practice skills. You gain better practice skills when you fight with someone that's close to you in age and size. Do giraffes ever break their necks fighting? During these battles, giraffes lunge forcefully at each other using their necks, which can often result in broken horns, legs, or necks. Some believe this giraffe might have even fallen down head first. In an aggressive fight, giraffes throw punches with the force of their large necks and can stab each other with their ossicums, the small horn-like knobs on their heads. You will see males with broken horns or with patches of bare skin on their bum in the back because of the fighting. When older adult males joust for territory or mating rights, their horn-like pairs of ossicums thrust with the force of their long necks and can cut. What do hippos do when they fight? Hippos use their massive ivory teeth like weapons, slashing at each other with powerful, painful bites while swinging their giant heads around and knocking skulls together. A hippo's bite can be as strong as 1,800 pounds of pressure. That's like a block of cement with a mouthful of quick slamming broadswords. The reason is simple. Hippos see humans as a threat to their environment, and in many cases this is true. You should also remember that hippos are very territorial animals in the water. As such, if a human tries to stray into his territory, he will be able to see the aggressive side of this large mammal. Why do crocodiles fight each other? It's not uncommon for crocodiles to attack each other, especially when showing dominance. What's not common is cannibalism within the reptile community. That doesn't stop one of these creatures from going after the other until one of them is dead. Dominant male crocodiles will attack other males to defend their territory in mating season, and crocodiles will often fight over food, often fighting each other to death in order to win the meal. Do crocodiles get angry? The most common emotions seen in reptiles are fear and aggression. These are basic emotions that contribute to the fight or flight response. Why does the king cobra eat other snakes? In all recorded cases, the ones eating and being eaten were males. The South African researchers suggest this behavior may be an offshoot of male combat. Swallowing a rival takes care of the competition once and for all. Why is the king cobra different from other cobras? King cobra, Ophiophagus hana, a large, venomous snake native to Asia. There are 21 species of cobras, but the king cobra is the sole member of the genus Ophiophagus. It is distinguishable from other cobras by its large size and neck patterns. The name, king cobra, stems from its ability to kill and eat cobras. Why is king cobra the king of snakes? Besides the title of the longest venomous snake, what makes the king cobra the king of snakes is that it maintains an almost strict diet of snakes. Rat snakes make up their favorite meal, but they also prey upon deadly snakes like crites and other cobras, and even their own kind. Why is king cobra the king of snakes? Besides the title of the longest venomous snake, what makes the king cobra the king of snakes is that it maintains an almost strict diet of snakes. Rat snakes make up their favorite meal, but they also prey upon deadly snakes like crites and other cobras, and even their own kind.